Once I saw this, I'm like, oh, I'm done with this. The plastics, guys, the plastics broke inside the hoses. Now today we're changing the valve, the heater valve on this 094 Ranger. Yes, it's a mess. Every time it drips down to the exhaust and it stinks like burned rubber. Get off the truck, it stinks. Get on the truck, it stinks. I just got tired of this. Anyways, don't forget to help out this channel by subscribing, hitting the like, hitting the bell icon so we can buy more tools like this. Make more to review videos. That's the way YouTube runs the platform. My subscribers and likes. So that's it right there. That is the piece that is leaking. And you guys do see the exhaust on the bottom. So it's kind of cooking. It's cooking the antifreeze basically. It's making it smell like rubber, like burning rubber. That's what it smells like. I don't know if you guys smell that the cooked antifreeze. But yeah, this is the valve that broke. I just went to AutoZone. It was about $26. Very inexpensive. It's plastic. Yeah, you know it's gonna break again. Everything breaks on these 4 trucks. Let me tell you, everything breaks. Every plastic part you see, everything breaks. All right, so I'm trying to take it off with the pick here because it was just impossible to take it off. Maybe I didn't have the clamp all the way up, but yeah, I was trying to get this off and this happened. Oh my god. Once I saw this, I'm like, oh, I'm done with this. The plastics, guys, the plastics broke inside the hoses. That is just the worst feeling you can ever get. You know, very, very hard to get those plastics out. So, all right, so the whole thing came off, but not the parts where the hoses are in. So, the hoses have the plastics inside. That was fun. Pretty much a nightmare. That's why I didn't want it to happen, but lucky me, right? So anyways, we got the plastics inside the hoses. Now it's time to get them out. And I tried taking them out like this, and guess what? It broke. Every time I tried to take it out, it broke. So I tried sticking a screwdriver in there and try to pry it out, and no luck. So I ended up putting the clamps all the way to the top, and then squish the hoses. Make sure you guys point them down when you guys are doing this. You squish the hoses and you guys see all the plastic parts on the inside they're broken. They're falling down, so that's a good thing. Try to bang it there around there so you can give it a shake. Make sure everything comes off. Clean it out real good. Inspect it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did with this one. But there's a few more challenges coming up. I'll tell you guys why. And then this one did not want to come all the way out, so I still had to did the same thing, try to pry it out. This is the second hose, by the way. I try to pry it out. You guys see all the gunk, all the plastic. That's pretty much burnt or old plastic. And I try not to flip it the other way because I didn't want these plastic parts to go into the other part of the hose or the coolant or the heating system. So I did the same thing. I squeezed it. You guys see all the plastic parts dropping. And saw some antifreeze. So that's a good sign right there. You know, antifreeze helps push all the gunk out. Kept doing it because there's more stuff stuck in there. Make sure you guys get everything out. If it's stuck in there, this was just a mess. And yes, I took the flashlight in there. Make sure inspect them real good. Make sure there's nothing in there. And I took a couple pictures before I forget how this thing goes in there, because it does have 4 hoses, and I gotta put it the right way, because otherwise it's not gonna work. So I took a picture. I always take pictures of the stuff before you take it apart. And yes, this one's the only one that came off whole, you know, without having anything in there. And then that's the bottom hose. I try to get all the stuff in there. The bottom hose, you do have to grab it, as you guys do see. You have to grab it, and then you have to tilt it down like that, and then you have to do your your stuff that you're gonna be doing, because if you guys do it like that, all the gunk, all the junk is gonna drop down into the hose, and it's gonna block your cooling system. So seems like it's clean. Yeah, that's the way it goes. So make sure you guys do inspect it really good. And luckily the hose, that was one of the easiest hoses to clean. And right now I'm starting from the ones from the bottom. They're the hardest to get. Yeah, they're the hardest to get in, so those are the ones that I'm going to start with. And then the easier ones are the ones on the top, so I'll do those last. Trying to work it in there, and then trying to put the clamps into place. Looks like it's in there, and then try to go with the next hoses. The ones on the top, the easier ones. That's just the way I like to do things, you know. Make sure you do the harder ones first, because you got, you know, more room to move around and play with. So, and I do really hate these clamps. These clamps are a nightmare. But anyways, we were able to get it in there. Same thing with this. We were able to get that in there. So pretty solid. And then we connected the vacuum hose. But this is very important. Make sure, and you guys do see that the vacuum hose, it's hitting against that metal. So I did not like that. You guys are gonna see later on that I fixed that. I actually moved the clamp to the other side. And this thing broke. Yeah, of course. When you fix something, another thing breaks. So luckily, it just came off of its place. I put it back in there. Hopefully, it works. You guys have any idea what that does? Let me know that in the comment section. But I did turn it on. Make sure there's no leaks. So I always want to check for leaks. Make sure there's and you guys see all the antifreeze that's in the exhaust. What's making all that smoke? Smells like burnt tire. It's the ugliest, or the yuckiest smell you could ever imagine. Alright, so testing it for leaks still. And there's Alexa going off. Well, this is the part that we took out, actually part of the part. The other part of the part is in pieces down at the floor. We're testing the heater. It does work. It seems like everything works. The only thing that it doesn't work is the vacuum system, because it does have to build up a vacuum for all these little vents to work. You know, the AC, all that stuff. And you guys do see I did move the clamp to the other side so it wouldn't hit, you know, that vacuum line. Anyways, that's it for today. I just wanted to show you guys what I did. It's something that I was working like this for the whole week and nothing fun. Anyways, that's it for today. Don't forget to help out this channel by subscribing, hitting the like and the bell icon. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.